Okay, hello everyone, and as you guys can probably tell by the title of this video, it is Am I the Jerk in the situation? And yes, this is my own story, and if you guys are wondering where you guys can find it, it is okay. Sorry. Am I the a-hole in this situation? Then let me know, because Reddit so far has claimed me not to be the a-hole yet. I'm waiting for someone to finally say, yes, you are. But it is based on an aunt I have, so that should also be part of it. So, and I don't have everything to go with it, so you guys cannot read it along with me, but I will try my best to do my reading pretty well. I am doing this on my Chromebook, and then the story is on my phone. So if you guys were wondering, am I the a-hole for hating my aunt's guts? I, 17 female, yes, I lied about my age, don't have a very good relationship with my aunt, 42 female, since I was 7 years old. Now, a little backstory. I used to be like two peas in a pod with her when I was younger. Well, last June 2023, I went camping with her and my grandpa and my younger cousin named, let's call him Nick, 14 male. Well, all of us were camping and it started off really rocky. I was waiting for something getting left at the house when I wasn't the last one in the house. It was my aunt who was the last one in. And I do want to add, me and Nick both have epilepsy. Well, I was on an epilepsy teen call that day that we were leaving for the camping to start. And that is why I was waiting for it getting left at the house. Well, my aunt goes back and gets what we left. She doesn't return to the campsite till about midnight. Now it's a 3.5 hour drive to where we were camping. Fast forward to the day we actually were able to do stuff. Well, it was Friday morning, and we didn't do anything besides kind of just stay in the camper, and that's pretty much it. Well, I slept in, and because I was up till almost the time she had gotten back from the house until camper again, so I woke up to eat breakfast and do the dishes, and I automatically went back to sleep. After doing both things, well, about close to noon, I got woken up by Nick saying, hey, we're going fishing and you're coming. So I obviously agreed because I had no choice to go, because they weren't gonna leave me at the camper by myself. And no one had told me that I should eat before, because I didn't know how long we were going to be out fishing for. They were out fishing for 5.5 hours. And I did not have any food with me, or I did not eat anything prior to going to this lake. Because they were fishing at a completely different lake. And I wasn't fishing. I was kayaking around and going between kayaking and swimming. And I also was on a phone call with one of my friends, and basically cussing out my aunt because the way she was training me like I was being part of the family. And this was all Father's Day weekend. Father's Day was the day I left because my aunt screamed at me and telling me I can call your mother and she can come pick you up. I snapped back at her, saying, "Go ahead." My aunt screamed at me for 6 minutes and 20 seconds, and my grandpa sided with her. And that's only one time that she's practically ruined my life. She basically starved me that weekend. And there was a lot left out. After the 5.5 hours of them going fishing, once we got back to the camper, I was going to have some of the packaged honey ham that was in the fridge, and I went to open it. Now, obviously, this is not in the story, but it is a very important detail. She snatched it out of my hand and said, "What are you doing?" I told her I want to eat something, and she said, "You can wait till we all eat." So, I just want to say that. Edit. I have talked to her about it, but nothing came out of it. I have apologized, but she doesn't seem to want to. Edit 2. Last year at Thanksgiving, she ended up yelling at my mother because my aunt didn't want to do the dishes after dinner, and I ended up crying because my aunt yelling and talking beep about my parents in front of me. P.S. She never apologized for anything that she ever did to me or my parents. Am I the a-hole? Now, I want to view all comments. Betsy, hi. You coming to join Sissy? Yeah? Okay, one day ago, because this was just posted. Not the a-hole. Your aunt is a toxic person who only seems to care about getting her own way. I'm guessing Nick is her son. If so, he seems to be siding with her, and her behavior at Thanksgiving is appealing beyond behalf. Her refusing to apologize to at least your parents is just horrible. Avoid her. Life is too short for toxic people. Even so-called family members. I did reply to this one. I tried to reply to all of them, honestly. I did say Nick is her son, and I'm iffy with him, but hates his gut. I hate his guts a little, but not as much as I hate my aunts. No, you're old enough to know when to eat. I don't know what epilepsy has to do with it. Someone actually replied to that one before I could even reply. They said not eating can sometimes trigger seizures. I said not eating and the stress can cause seizures. And then first person, this was, yeah, okay. Yes, I know I have them. I didn't read correctly that you were on a boat and not taken to shore. Where you could and have gotten yourself food. I'm sorry, any mother who does that is wrong. If it's happened once, it's mistaken, but multiple times is neglect. I did reply saying she's not my mother, but I'm guessing this person's referring to Nick, my cousin. He is younger than me. And then they also added, I understand you are a teenager, but you have epilepsy for years. I also have epilepsy, so I know how it goes. Not having something to eat during that little time is not going to cause a seizure. Your cousin, who you said was also there that has epilepsy, you ate that morning. You were nowhere near starving. I understand that your aunt may have someone who you don't get along with anyone, as you're not going through puberty, but she did nothing wrong. So, okay. Yeah. But when I woke up to eat, it was 6 o'clock, close to 7. I get hungry real quick. I just like to point that out. Okay. There's only so many comments on here. I replied to this one. Not the a-hole. I'm not sure what she was yelling at you for, but in 6 minutes and 20 seconds, she probably could have done whatever it was she was yelling about. Hope your parents are on your side and provide a safe space for you to air your feelings. My reply, my parents are on my side since my aunt is my dad's sister and hates his guts. She takes it out on me, his daughter. 11 hours ago. All the rest were from a day ago. I believe there is a lot left out of this story. Grow up and learn to listen to adults. Okay. I have nothing to say about that because my cousin Nick was literally siding with her. My grandpa was siding with her. And I was the only teenage girl who was there. And knowing what I can have and what I can't, she put me in a position that I did not feel comfortable in at situations. Saturday, after having them out on the lake for 5.5 hours, I looked at the ingredients for the pancakes that she was making every single morning. Turns out it had traces of eggs and peanuts in it, but majority eggs that were in the pancakes. At the time, I was allergic to eggs and peanuts, still allergic to peanuts, but not eggs. So she got lucky. I did not have allergic reaction while we were there. I just remember going out on Father's Day because she gave me this crappy looking breakfast. And she said, you can burn it, throw it in the fire, I don't care, but I don't want to hear you complain that you're hungry later. So what do? I throw it away because, well, I didn't throw it away, it got burnt. I had a few pieces of the bacon, that was pretty much it though. Since that literally looks like the only edible thing. So, yeah. What do you guys say? Am I the a-hole for the way I acted? And yeah, am I the a-hole in this situation for hating my aunt's guts? Please let me know.